easy has a cost. Strangely, life gets so much harder every time we try to make it easy. So, what's it going to be for you? What cost are you going to pay? Welcome to my journey of self-discovery, life balance, career success, and business creation. This podcast works to answer the question of how successful professionals like us stop drifting and get focused on keeping our careers and businesses growing rapidly while having a full, balanced, and vibrant life that we absolutely love. What we call the Third Power Life. And this is the Third Power Life Podcast. So one of the things that I have found so true in my life is that every time I try to take the easy path, make it, take the shortcut, not have to do the work, it makes life so much harder. And I've heard many times, exercising is hard, but man, it makes your life so much easier when you get into shape. Uncomfortable conversations, conflict is hard, but not nearly as hard as being uncomfortable for weeks, months, years, decades. Everything that we do has a cost. And my friend and mentor, Nick Serba, used to always say that you choose your price. There's a price for success and a price for failure. The price for success is you're paying it right now. You're working hard, you're doing what you need to do, and there are times when it sucks, okay? Sometimes when you're working and just there's a lot to do and it's like, this is not fun at all. And that's true. But you're paying the price now for having an easier life for a long, long time. Where if you try to take the easy route now, it's like, I'll do it tomorrow, or, I'll just do a little bit, or, I'm not going to pay the price to follow my quest and do what I know I need to do. Life is a little bit easier right now, but you're going to pay the price. Health price, spiritual price, mental price, relationship price for the rest of your life. So you pay the small price now to reap huge benefits later. Because easy has a cost. So I don't want you to ever go the easy route. And, this is something that I tell myself constantly, something I'm, trying to get through to my children as well, that, sometimes it's easier just to kind of sit in front of the computer and play your games and not do the homework or not do the exercise or not whatever. But there's a cost to that. And it is a high, high cost. So I want it to get in our minds that there is a price to pay, and don't put it off. Don't put it on interest payments. We all know we buy something on credit right now because we want it right this second, and then we end up paying 2 or 3 or 4 times that amount over the long term until we finally get it paid off. Do the work now, right? And again, my friend Nick Serba was talking about sales training. It's the same kind of thing. In any interaction, there is the cost of them buying it. The whole sales process is for you to explain to them that the cost of them buying it is far more than the cost of them not. He said there's a sale going either way. Right? It's either you're selling them that the value that you're giving them is far more than their money, or they're selling you that the value of their money is worth far more than what you're trying to sell them. And I always love that analogy. And it's the same thing for us. We need to internalize, here's the value of the work now versus the pain of putting it off. So when you've got something that you're, don't want to do that exercise, or you don't want to do the diet, or you get any of those things that I don't want to pay the price right now. I want you to look and see, what's the cost for me doing it now versus the cost of putting it off and it becoming an issue down the line. No, I don't want to exercise today. I'm tired. But you know what? If I don't exercise now, and if I don't keep exercising, that means medical bills. That means not being able to play with my grandkids. That means not having the energy to be loving. What are the costs? So we need to internalize. All humans, we work by pleasure and pain. We want to move towards pleasure and away from pain. And right now, the challenge is, there was a great thing I'd seen, it's like, hard work pays off, in the future, but laziness pays off now. And I laughed at it and then realized that, not so much, right? It's a funny little tagline, but the reality is far different. So I want you to look, whenever you're looking at a decision that needs to be made, what's the current pain that I have to go through for a future huge pleasure, right? If I exercise now, if I diet now, I'm going to have energy to be, a sex machine, and I'm going to be, just buff. I'm going to look good, right? You got to have that big vision of, here's all of the possibilities. Here's why it's worth to pay the price now. Because if you don't get that clear picture of where you want to go, what that goal is going to be, what your quest is, then you won't do the work now, because it's not a big enough draw to pull you forward. And the other thing that you can do is to realize, if I don't do the pain now, what's all the pain that I will feel going forward? If I say, I don't want to exercise now, I don't want to eat right now, what's my life going to look like 5-10 years down the road? Am I going to be, low energy and just, big fat slob and, just feeling bad and terrible? Make that pain real too. So have this grand future that you're working towards, that's pleasure that you're trying to go towards, and also the pain of, if I don't pay the price now, how bad is it going to be in the future? And you put those two things in your mind, and it makes it easy. It makes it easy to pay the price now. So understand, easy has a cost, and easy is not the way of a third power knight. We're on a quest. We're here to do the things that are difficult. And I know that you have it in you because of what you want out of your life. You don't want just this mediocre, poor life. You want a great life. You want more. You want to be there as a father. You want to be there as a husband. You want to be there as a community member. You want to show up on top, not just muddle through. So to do that, we have to pay the price now. We can't just let it go. So join me in finding that purpose. Look at that bright future. Know that you got to pay the small price now, a really small price now, for a future that is truly, truly bright. And I know when you do that, you join me in living your life to the third power. Till next time. I'm glad you enjoyed this podcast. Please let us know what impacted you in today's episode. You can join our Discord or Facebook community to connect with like-minded people that want a real third power life. You can go to thirdpowerlife.com or look in the show notes for links. And remember, hit that like, subscribe, and rate button for the Third Power Life podcast. Until next time.